what are the main steps in the aerobic respiration? Where does it take place? So students, aerobic respiration is a process in which the energy will be liberated in the form of ATP, and for this process to take place, oxygen is required. So glucose will be broken down into carbon dioxide and water, releasing a large amount of energy, and here the final acceptor of the electron will be oxygen. So it requires oxygen. So this complete process we call it as aerobic respiration. There are different steps involved in aerobic respiration and it occurs in the different parts of the cells. So let us learn about them. The first one is glycolysis. So glycolysis occurs in the cytoplasm. So here it takes place in the cytoplasm of the cell. So during glycolysis, glucose will be converted to pyruvate. So here 2 molecules of ATP will be formed. 2 ATP will be utilized initially, 4 ATP will be formed. Since 2 ATP is utilized, the net gain will be only 2 ATP. So this occurs in the cytoplasm. Next one is Krebs cycle. So Krebs cycle occurs in the mitochondrial matrix. So here we can see this is a citric acid cycle, also called as Krebs cycle. This occurs in the mitochondria, a cell organelle called mitochondria. So in the matrix of mitochondria it takes place. And then electron transport system. So the inner mitochondrial membrane. So these folded structures are inner mitochondrial membrane. So you can, this is the zoomed out part. Here we can see there are electron transport chain, the protein complex where the ions move from inside to outside and during which the ATP will be produced. These are electron carriers and this occurs in the inner mitochondrial membrane. So electron transport system takes place in the inner membrane of the mitochondria. Next, oxidative photophosphorylation. So oxidative photophosphorylation occurs in the F1 particles in the inner mitochondrial membrane. So again, the oxidative phosphorylation, formation of ATP using the substrate like glucose and other things. So this occurs in the mitochondrial membrane. So these are the different stages of aerobic respiration. Glycolysis occurs in cytoplasm, Krebs cycle in the mitochondrial matrix, electron transport system in the inner membrane of the mitochondria, oxidative phosphorylation in the F1 particles of the mitochondria.